on the verge.
What helps makes One Piece feel so much more alive and tangible to its audiences is the fact that there's always something going on within the story, on and off the page. The story itself doesn't necessarily revolve around the Straw Hats. So much excitement and arguably more interesting things are happening in the corners of the world unoccupied by the crew, with each new development adding to and reforming the current picture of the world. One such instance that incited so many new developments for the series was One Piece's contractually obligated time skip. This little advance of world building saw various events shift the world's status quo to make things still feel fresh and new for when Luffy set sail again. However, many of these things happened off-screen, leaving many of these to be revealed in exposition. As such, a few of these details may be lost to the viewers. As such, this list will be running down some of the best and craziest things that happened during the series' time skip. Akainu became Fleet Admiral. Perhaps the biggest and most shocking shift of the status quo, one of the series' fastest rising villains of the year suddenly found himself at the top of the authoritarian food chain. After a great battle with Aokiji on Punk Hazard, Akainu earned a promotion as the Fleet Admiral of the Marines, leaving his rival literally dismembered and disgraced from the naval ranks. This rise in a position further associates Akainu as one of the biggest, potential final bosses in the series, especially after his introduction and actions during the Paramount War. He currently sits on a high seat that Luffy may very well dethrone very soon. The Whitebeard pirates lost to the Blackbeard pirates. They may have lost the battle, but that doesn't mean they lost the war. Challenging the Blackbeard pirates means that they lost the war. After Blackbeard's entire conspiracy to betray both the Whitebeard pirates and the world government coalesced into his assassination of Whitebeard, Marco the Phoenix summoned the entire ranks of Whitebeard's crew himself and faced off with the traitor in what has been proclaimed as the Payback War. Unfortunately, instead of actually teaching Marshal D teach a lesson, Marco would only lose and help solidify Blackbeard as one of the four emperors. Eustass Captain Kid lost his arm. The most active contributors the One Piece's changing landscape during those 2 years, the worst generation spread across the New World, challenging the big leagues and wreaking havoc. One such instance still drenched in mystery to this day was the confrontation between red-haired Shanks and the ex-highest bounty of the Supernovas, Eustass Captain Kid. Kid's been on an entire rampage to try and take down the emperors, and while he was only defeated during his time on Whole Cake Island, his challenge to Luffy's mentor would apparently leave him worse off, as Kid now bears a missing arm in parallel to Shanks himself. Mad Monk Urouge defeated Charlotte Snack. Oddly enough, the most successful of the Supernovas, in terms of actual New World victories, would be the Supernova's lowest-ranking bounty, Mad Monk Urouge. This just proves that bounties and power levels aren't everything, as Urouge would not only invade Whole Cake Island and be the first to break through its seducing woods. He would also be one of the first to challenge a commander of one of the emperors and actually win. Makino had a baby. This one really lit up the message boards. Shipping was never a huge thing in the world of One Piece, which makes it even more interesting when not only a budding relationship is confirmed but an entire family is born. Makino is the barmaid from Luffy's village that would occasionally take care of him and give him and his brothers new clothes. During the years of the Straw Hats' disappearance, it seems that Makino started a family of her own, with that person leaving a beautiful baby in her care. Several supernovas joined the emperors. Not every supernova would be as lucky as Kid or Urouge. Through defeat or some kinship with the de facto rulers of the sea, several of the supernovas would join the highest ranks of the four emperors. Capone, Gang Big joined the Big Mom pirates, though as part of a plan to take out Big Mom. In the other corners of the sea, Red Flag, X-Drake and EV. And Scratchman Apu would find themselves under King of Beasts Kaido's thumb. Buggy and Trafalgar Law joined the Warlords. While some pirates would see fit to join forces with the higher pirating world, others would find solace in the larger governing body surrounding them. After a series of bloated speculations and good luck, Star Clown Buggy soon found himself as one of the premier pirates of the world. Such a reputation made him a prime candidate to join the Warlords, a position that he welcomes with open arms, as he uses the new forces below him to do the deeds of the world government. His new colleague, however, would not join with the same gilded praise. Trafalgar Law seems to have forced the hand of the world government to let him be a warlord in what is only known as the Rockport Incident. Koby rose up the Marine ranks. Not all changes are drastic power shifts, conspiracies, or the result of shameful defeat. Some are just the pure, earned reward of hard work and integrity. One of Luffy's first companions when traveling the world seas, Koby was a young boy who only dreamed of being a marine who could fight against pirates. Under the tutelage of Monkey D. Garp and a keen mastery of marine techniques and observation hockey, Koby not only became a strong marine but an actual captain. Sabo regained his memories. One of the biggest twists in recent years for the series, it turns out that Sabo wasn't brutally murdered by one of the celestial dragons, though, not from a lack of trying. It seems that he was only badly concussed, leaving the young boy an amnesiac when he would be saved by Monkey D. Dragon. Throughout the years, he would rise up the Revolutionary Army's ranks to become its chief of staff. However, it was only after the events of the Paramount War and seeing the headlines of Ace's death that Sabo would regain his memories, setting him on a path to reconnect with Luffy. The Warlord military draft. As significant of changes as all of the above are, one of the most underlooked yet ever substantial changes to the structure of One Piece's world would be the World Military Draft. In response to the Paramount War inspiring a much more impassioned and even violent pirate era, the world government started the World Military Draft that would see the Marines hunt down and enlist the efforts of more Marine forces. Some of the most notable entries being the new admirals, Fujitora and Ryokugyu. This means that, in addition to a new authority at its head, there should also be a larger, stronger army as well as a variety of fresh faces in the ranks that have yet to be seen.